Sugar, we have to go for the admission today only. Jin, we can go, but we still need some information regarding to Kang's area. Cook, I'll get that in an hour. Saying this, he exited the room. June, I'm also going to check on weapons. Come, Hobby Hyung. Saying that, Hobby and June went out too. Now, only Vimin and Yunjin are present in the room. Jimin, I need a coffee. He avoided eye contacts and left from there too. Now gaze of Yonjin diverts to the only present Makni. Jin, what's happening? To Tae in a bit strict tone. Tae, nothing Hyung, everything is alright. He is not even looking up from his file, which is odd. These all mafia men are fierce, ruthless and dangerous. But what happened today with them? That they are behaving all different. Sugar, there. Will you? Strictly. There. Eva. He only uttered this word and left the room too. He went out of their office. Sugar, deep sighed. I wasn't expecting them to remember this day. Jin, how can they forget this day? It was most painful day for all of us. Sugar, but we have to pretend that we aren't bothered. Looking out of the window, Jin, I know, and I think we should try to distract them. Sugar nodded and both engaged themselves into some work. These all brothers are mafias. They work in a group. Jin, Jun and Tae are siblings and others are siblings. They are cousin brothers. And about Eva, then she is Tae's twin, who ran away with a guy, leaving all her brothers behind. She was knowing that her mafia brothers won't allow her to marry a normal middle class guy. And she wasn't having any option because she just wrote a letter that no need to search for her. She is going away with her love. And if any of her brothers try to harm her husband, then they will only get to see her dead face. That's how she threatened them. And today is that day when she left them. It's been 6 years of that. That time she was only 22. Tae came out and is walking randomly on the streets. He denied his men to follow him too. He was walking with his one hand in his pocket. He is the one who missed Eva the most. After all, she was his twin. He was walking when his eyes fell on a little girl who is walking on the road while clutching on her skirt tightly. Tae was noticing her every move. She is crossing road with a lady who is busy on her call. They assume that this little girl is trying to cross the road, but she doesn't know how to do. After all, he is a mafia. He can read people's mind by their body language, but he became confused that why this little soul is alone. He was far from her and was going to her when the lady whom the little girl was following stopped and took a U-turn. That little girl put her finger near her lips. Now the little baby became confused if she should go to other side and cross half road by herself or go back to return. She stopped on her track and ran to her previous direction as the signal is soon going to change into green. He ran and picked her up and went to other side of the road. He found the little girl crying hard in his hands. Might be his sudden actions scared the little one. He pat her head and back continuously for some time, and as he noticed her sniffing stopped, he broke the hug and looks at her, but he widened his eyes because the little girl is looking like him. The girl have almost same facial features like him. Her small cute nose is having a red tint color because of crying, maybe. She is looking down while sobbing and wiping her runny nose with her small fists. She is scared from the person who is holding her in his hands because his mama taught her that never let anyone touch you without your permission. She only have her mama and she can trust on her only. The little girl is having fever and her body is so much warm. They felt that. They, hey little one, are you okay? He softly said to her. He have a soft side for kids. He loves kids so much. That girl looked up at him and she too get surprised by the person's look. But after some seconds, she fainted in Elder's arms. He tapped on her cheek slightly, but she didn't respond. Which made Ted to panic more. He went to a car and took that cab, as he doesn't want to wait for anything. For him, this girl's health is more important than anything at this moment. He even denied to go for mission in the night, and that's when Jimin and Cook came to mansion to check on him, if he is okay or not. When they reached, they directly went to Tae's room, and there they found Tae is laying on the bed with his soft weight till his waist. Jimin, Tae. He stopped when Tae signals him to be quiet. Cook, what's it, Hyungi? He said in his normal tone. Tae, wait for some minutes. He said in low voice and did something, then removed the duet from his body softly. He first removed her hand and then the duet. He folded that portion and placed some pillows and made boundary. At that time, Jimin and Cook looks at the duet and found a little cute face is the only thing is visible. There, come out both of you. Jimin and Cook take a last glance at the small head and followed Tae. Jimin, Tae, whose kid is that? From where you brought her? When? Cook. Hyungi, I'm your only baby. You can't do this with me. Sad voice with teary eyes. And next second, he received a spank. Tae, shut up, Cook. You are still youngest in the family and don't pout. You are a mafia. Cook, no, I'm your baby. He said, being stubborn. Jimin, this big baby. He pulled the youngest in a tight hug and looks at Tae with now explained look. Tae, today he explained everything that have happened with his outside of the house and I brought her here. Tae continues, she is looking like me. He smiled widely and Cook, who was in hug with Jimin till now, behaving like a toddler, broke the hug and gave a suspicious look to his elder brother. Tae ignored their looks. I called doctor and she checked that little girl. She is weak and having fever. Doctor woke her up and I fed her some soup. And then I told her to sleep. She laid and hugged me. She's scared. Maybe. There. She's so much tiny and cute. She slept while hugging me just before you came. Cook and Jimin are still judging Tae's entire life. There. Don't you dare to run the mouth of your little brain. I don't know about her anything. Cook, what do you mean by that? Are you hiding something from us? Jimin, Tae, you know Jin Hyung will kill you if you did something wrong with. Cut off by Tae. Tae, shut up both of you. I know my limits. Serious tone. Jimin and Cook nodded. Jimin, did you ask her about her identity and parents? Tae shied. She isn't saying anything. I think she is mute. I and doctor asked her many times. But she only looks at us with scared eyes. And she was scared from the doctor too. Maybe she remembered me That's why she hid behind me when she woke up. Jimin, but we can't let her live here. Youngs will definitely get angry. It's a huge responsibility. There, I'm aware of that, Young, but at least we can keep her here for some time till she recovers. Three of them shared a look and nodded together. It's after so many years that any female is in their house again. Their sister was the only female in their life, but unfortunately, now she is also not there. Cook. Okay then, we are going, Youngie. They nodded and went in the room and about to close the door when he flinched. Cook, you said she looks like you. Let us see her. हमें भी तो देखने का मौका मिलना चाहिए ना? They looks at them with done expression, more like glare at them. There, don't you dare to disturb her sleep. Jimin pushed there and they both entered in. They removed the duet slightly from her face. Cook, what's her age, Youngie? Small smile while admiring the little girl. There, 300 years. Cook looks at him with a pout. Cook, can't you answer properly? There, how would I know? I met her today only. And she isn't saying anything. Jimin, maybe 4 or 5? After so much efforts, they pushed them out of the room. Jimin and Cook informed everything that had happened to all the Hyungs. Suga suggested to handle the little girl after the mission. Then they went on the mission and came back at mansion late at night. Luckily, they aren't much injured, having some small scratches, and Cook is having a small cut on his biceps. Other side, at home, the little girl woke up. Her fever is gone because of the injection, and at that time, they was doing some work in his laptop. Her movement was noticed by him, and he understood that she woke up. He went to her and sat beside her. The little girl rubbed her eyes to get clear vision. She looks up and found herself in an unknown room. She looks beside her and remembered what had happened before. There, hello little girl, sweetly. She looks at him and her eyes gather tears. She wants her mama. There, no baby, no need to cry. I am no harm to you. Wiping her tears, the little girl is looking a bit scared from him. She remembered how this man is with her from some hours. She can understand that he won't harm her, but somewhere her mama's words are roaming in her mind. There, let's have some food. You want to have something specifically? While standing up and hold the little girl's hand. There, let's feel your little tum-tum. She smiled a little. The little girl nodded, feeling hungry. He knows that hugging her and picking her up can make her scared. He helped her to descend from the bed. They both went downstairs. He grabbed some fruits from fridge and fed her. That girl was hesitating in the starting, but had it because of Tess' sweet and soft words. There, baby, can you tell me what's your name by any way? She just looks at him and didn't say anything. Till now, she is feeling safe with him. She stood up on the couch and went near there and hugged him. She wants this only. There to hug the little girl and flash his boxy smile. There, "Aw, my little bean, it's okay, we will find your parents soon." She broke the hug after some time and looks at Teh with pleading eyes. It's like she is requesting Teh for something. Teh, what baby? You want something? She looks here and there and found what she was searching, and she points at the door. There, you wanna go out? She immediately nodded. There, okay, let's go. Stood up and picked her up in his arms. But wait, it's cold outside. He went to his room with the little girl in his hands. He placed her on his bed and went to his closet. It's hard to get something soft and furry for the little baby in this mafia's house. She is looking at him with big doe and confused eyes. He went to some old clothes section and there he found a soft, furry and warm scarf. It's enough for the little girl. Bear in mind, you left before years, but still your memories are fresh. A tear left from this dangerous mafia's eyes and he wiped it harshly. The scarf belongs to his beloved twin. Flashback. Eva, Uppa, tell him to give me back my scarf. She complained to Jean and Sugar as soon as they entered in the mansion. Jean, not again, he said, being annoyed by all the daily drama. They came there while sipping on his strawberry milk, looking all innocent. There, welcome Youngie, wide, boxy smile. Cook and Jimin also came there while playing in their phones and their tongue is sticking out of their mouth as they are so much concentrated on whatever they are playing in their phones. Sugar, there, why you always annoy her, took the 19 years old Eva in his embrace. There, Youngie, I didn't done anything. June, yes Youngie, he didn't done anything. It's just my baby who was pulling her hair herself, he said sarcastically. Hubby, there, don't you dare to lie. We know how much you were annoying her. Eva, see, now tell him to give me back my favorite scarf, Oppa. She whined in her second eldest brother's arms. There, but I am saying truth. I'm not lying. Innocently. Jim, there, I will not leave you if you have hide it. They nodded with the same innocent look plastered on his not so innocent face. He did it, but his this expression worked as always. Back to the present. There, I hide it and I am ready to confess, but sadly, you are not here to listen to me. He went out and found the little girl is still waiting for him. He wrapped her little body by it and went out of the mansion. There, okay, now we are here. Say what you want to do here. Van, that's her name. Points at Moon. There. Oh, so you wanted to see this. She again nodded and looks up. Her mama told her if she felt alone or miss her, she can look up at the sky and admire Moon, which is as beautiful as her grandmother, and little Van loves to do that. They found it so much cute. His eyes fell on her innocent look, the same side look, but in baby version of his sister. He remembered how Eva loves to admire nature, thanks to Jun Youngie, and used to say that their Oma was as beautiful as Moon. Don't know why, but this girl is reminding Tae of his twin sister. They started to roam around the garden area and in front of the mansion. Soon after, 3 cars entered in the mansion with loud horns. They got to know that it's his brothers. He went near the cars and stood there. Vine is looking at everything, but deep down, she is getting scared. She hugged Dad's neck and hid her face in his shoulder. She gets scared of unknown people, and Han also scared her. Brothers came out of the car. Jin, there, she's looking too young. The first thing he said is, after after noticing the small body in his brother's arms. Hobby, when she woke up, Cook and Jimin ran to them and stood up behind Teh to face little girl. Cook bent a little to see her face. Hello, little one. She hugged Teh more tightly and still picking from his shoulder. Mafias are dangerous, but not for innocent people, and they can't show their real side to kids. Kids are too fragile to face it. John, I think we should go in. He stopped when he heard some noise from the main gate. Hobby, who it can be? Someone is arguing loudly with the guards to enter in. Jimin, let's see Yoongi. Brothers nodded and went near the main gate. Vine again peeks from their shoulder after hearing a unknown voice. There is a lady arguing with all the guards to enter in. Jin, in cold voice, opened the gate and let her in. Vine looks at the lady and she immediately wiggles in Teh's arms. Teh, baby, what happened? You may fall. But she didn't listen and continues what she was doing. She wants that only. She wants to get free from his grip. Teh, Yoongi, I'm going in with her. You handle this situation. Younglan nodded and Teh turned to go in the mansion. The lady came and brothers recognized her in seconds. Why won't they? After all, she is their only sister. Vine teared up while looking back at the main gate. She hid Teh by her small hands and fished. Teh, Bun, calm down, please. You will hurt yourself if you continue this. Vine, Mama! She screamed. Teh stopped on his place, and Vine wiggled more while crying hard. Her mama. Eva's eyes fell on her after hearing her baby's voice. She ignored her all brothers and ran to Vine. Teh looks back and placed Vine on the ground. Mother and daughter ran to each other and hugged each other like there is no tomorrow. Why Vine didn't utter a word to anyone but called Mama? Why Eva came back here at her brothers? Will brothers accept her again? With her daughter? What happened to Vine's biological father?